Today we're going to be looking at the biggest national park in all of the Arctic, called Northeastern Greenland National Park. And bro, this thing is truly out in the middle of nowhere. It is a bit hard to display where it is on Google Earth, so I think I'm just gonna draw it myself. I use this tool on Google Earth to kind of display roughly. This isn't exact. If you're a nerd commenting on me, oh, that's not actually the exact borders, bro, it's roughly the borders. I'm doing this quickly. It's called Northeastern Greenland National Park, and in this area, nature is pretty much completely untouched. 0 people live in this area. Today we're going to be exploring this area, learning about the different locations, as well as the very cool animals which live in this location. I got shocked myself. I didn't know about a lot of this stuff. So anyway, let's begin looking at this location. Some pictures to show up kind of what it looks like. Kind of expect it looks kind of cold and frozen, but pretty cool. Yeah, look at this shot and everything. It's very beautiful. I mean, there are some houses here, but there's not a single like permanent resident here. And here we got a cool picture of a musk ox, man, they're so cool, and an Arctic hare, not bad, not bad. And a polar bear, of course, you can't go up to the Arctic without seeing polar bears. Northeast Greenland National Park, let's read a little bit about this, look at this. It's the world's largest national park and the 10th largest protective area. Established in 1974, larger than the area of Tanzania, but smaller than the Egypt. But still, this is like absolutely huge, dude. It was the first national park to be created in the Kingdom of Denmark and remains Greenland's only national park. So if I get this correctly, in Greenland, these areas are like actual like municipalities. This municipality I looked at in another video. This entire area, I was wondering what's the name of this municipality, but apparently I don't think this even counts as a municipality. This is just like Northeast Greenland. No one lives here, and it's just like one like untouched massive national park in this entire area. I even think up here in this area is the most northern island in the entire world. Despite being the biggest national park in the world, it doesn't seem like it's very popular. Only 500 people visit this national park yearly. There is more people visiting your local McDonald's than visiting this entire massive area, which is the size of Tanzania. That is insane. The park has no permanent human population, although 400 sites see occasional summertime use. In 1986, the population of the park was 40. These 40 were involved in a cleanup and close-up. Oh, so there used to be a mine in this place called Mestervik, but then it got closed. So these people just lived there temporarily to like close that mine. And after that mine was closed, no one lived in this entire area from then on. That's insane. 5,000 to 15,000 musk ox live here. Man, these musk ox are just so cool animals. I mean, look at them. They look so fluffy and cute. Imagine wearing like a muskox pelt. They must be so insanely hot. And their like horns are so cool. Here's a map of where they live, it seems like. Red, historical habitat. Blue, recently introduced population. Yeah, exactly. Because in a lot of places in the world, muskox, they lived for a time, but then they died out. I think you see here on the map in Sweden, right? There is actually an area in Sweden where muskox exist, because people try to reintroduce them in Norway again, scientists. But then the muskox, they walked over the border from Norway into Sweden. So now Sweden has muskox because they introduced them in Norway. As you can see, this place here and this place here. But most of these areas, see, they're introduced. Here they're actually native. So that's cool. It's a really awesome animal. So I don't mind people introducing them. Really cool to see them walking around. They almost look like prehistoric. Here's their bones. Just look how cool they are. They look so chill. I wonder if they're like aggressive. Well, what would happen if you go up to one of them? They don't seem very fast though. This is in Norway, look. I dreamed to go to Härjedalen in Sweden at one point and go just like looking for them. They look so cool. Look how fluffy and cute he is. Obviously there are polar bears, there are walruses. In 1993 it was estimated that 40% of the world's musk oxes live here. That's crazy, man. That's a good thing. What is this? Okay, some type of lemming exists here, of course. Lemmings are cute. Arctic hare, I mean, and a small but important population of Greenland wolf. What? Greenland wolf? I have never heard about this. We need to read about this thing. We got ringed seal, bearded seal, harp seal. What? This was a cool looking seal. I've never known that there were seals that look this cool. Hooded seal. What? What is this seal, dude? I never knew about this seal. This looks crazy. What? The hooded seal or the bladder nose. Okay, this is a map of where the hooded seal exists. Seems like they exist in Norway, so I could probably see one of those there. This is how it looks like. I never knew that this seal existed, bro. He looks so goofy. What is he wearing? This seal has definitely watched Peaky Blinders a couple too much times. Hey, bro thinks he's Thomas Shelby. You're not Thomas Shelby. Stop LARPing. See, this is how a hooded seal looks like when they're a kid. They don't even have the hood yet. I see. When a seal grows up, they just start LARPing as Peaky Blinders. That's insane. We have the northern colored lemming. Is this the same? No, it's not the same lemmings. I've never seen a gray looking lemming like this. We have lemmings in Sweden and all of the Nordics, right? And yeah, very common to see up in the mountains there, but I never knew about this. Okay, seems like they're only existing up in Alaska and like in Nunavut and in Greenland. Whoa, they're really cool. They're gray like. Let's see if there's any more pictures. I mean, they look a lot less aggressive than the Swedish lemmings. They have such a temperament, man. They only want to bite you and beef with you. They really are the definition of punching over your weight. They will sit and scream at like you despite being like 100 times bigger than them. This got me really interesting. The Greenland wolf. I have never heard about this at all. Greenland wolf is a subspecies of grey wolf that is native to Greenland. So it only exists here. Okay, it seems like it exists in one island here in Canada as well. Historically, it was heavily persecuted, and today it's fully protected. Approximately 90% of the wolf's range falls within the boundaries of North Greenland National Park. During most years, the population residing in Greenland is estimated between 30 to 40 wolves. Man, that's not a lot of wolves. Only 30 to 40. Is this like the only picture they have of it? I never knew that this existed. Man, this is really sad. I never heard about this. In fact, it's only 30 to 40 left. It might be on the verge to extinction. Let's read a little bit about it. Seems like it's way smaller than the regular grey wolf. It's only 155 centimeters. Seems like because the decline in muskox and Arctic hare population has been rapid the last decades because of bad weather, wolves simply just haven't had enough food and they have declined in their population. That's really sad. In 2018, it was estimated that the total population of Greenland wolf was about 200. As expected from such a small and tiny population, genetics shows that the Greenland wolf is quite inbred. Yeah, that's not good either. Sort of like some Alabama wolves up in Greenland. What is going on here? What? There is no way. I've never heard about this. This is what they look like. They're just completely white, which makes sense. They want to be camouflaged. I didn't know that there were white Greenland wolves like this. They look so cool. Man, it's so sad that there's so few. There's somehow we must recover this population, guys. Let's look how cool they look. Man, Greenland wolf. Though unfortunately it seems like they're pretty inbred, which isn't too good. I mean, it seems like there are actually a couple locations here where people don't live permanently, but they live some parts of the year during summer. I think now that we kind of know all of this about Northeastern Greenland National Park, I think now we can go on Google Earth and look for all of these locations on the map and see kind of if we can see anything from the sky. Here on the entire east coast there is nothing. There's just ice. But then you see this. Station Nord, which means Station North in Scandinavian. You zoom in and there's no information about this. There is no street view about it. But this is like, I think this is a military outpost. Truly in the middle of nowhere out there. It's almost hidden. You can't really see it that high. And then you zoom in and it gets revealed on this like a peninsula sticking out. You can see the roads, you can see the airfield and all the houses. But there isn't much information about it. As you can see, there is barely any street view at all up here in this part of the national parks. We have to go south and look what goes on here in this part. So I think first of all we can look a little bit at this little area. I mean, I think we're gonna leave this area looks really cool, so I think we're gonna save that to the end. Within these fjords there's just a bunch of small areas where you can look at street view with these like small, just like houses. I think these are just like very small research stations, or maybe just like survival shelters just in case someone would get stranded or something. I don't know. Probably a research station is my suspect. No one obviously lives in these small areas. Wait a minute. What? This place was way bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was just gonna be like a lonely cabin. This is like a lot of houses. Like it's not even named on the map and it's this big. Wow, actually I got impressed by this. All these nice cute red houses, but there's literally no information. Look, there's a lot of street views here, but there's nothing. Like, yeah, another house here. There's just so many. There's no information about like the purpose of these houses. Probably like weather stations or something for researchers. This is a place which is located by name, but as you can see, there is nothing here, no information. Somewhere where there is actually information is this place called Mestervig, which originally was a mining town, but now this is some type of like military outpost. I think there is a street view in this area. Let's also see if there's like maybe some type of pictures of this location. Nope, zero pictures of this place. There's also a place called up here called Nyhamn, which I didn't know of. I heard about this place. I read about it on Wikipedia, right? But Nyhamn, never heard of. Probably, my guess is that they probably have some type of connection. Let's look at the distance. 2.5 kilometers. I mean, let's look what goes around in this former mining town, today military base. Let's see if we can see anything. Okay, got a dog, a Danish dog. You got some houses. I mean, this house looks pretty good actually. Not bad. But okay, we don't have much to work with. They're just the only picture we got from this area. But this is supposedly a military outpost, which makes sense that they don't have a lot of pictures here, I suppose. But right next to it, I noticed this area has a lot of pictures at it. So let's go and look at this place called Nyhamn, which means new harbor in Danish. Oh, we got a what is they called, like a road roller. Like, it's a very beautiful view with this harbor. Some of these houses, like that one, does not look in too good of a shape. Let's move forward here. Oh, we got some oil barrels. Yeah, a lot of oil barrels. This also looks like some type of like tankers. Oh, I saw some people. We got some people chilling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people chilling here. Okay, these are probably like the people working here, or either scientists or they're military or something. Okay. Okay, we can't see like we can walk any further, so I think we're gonna head to the next location then. Because right north of this area, I saw this area I looked the most forward to checking out, called Danneborg. So basically, Danneborg is some type of military thing. Let's see if we can, like this is a bit unfortunate. There's no pictures of Street View in the actual like area. Danneborg seems like it's the most populated station for like researchers in the park, with 12 people living in it during winter. The station at the site of the current Danneborg was originally established in the summer of 1944 during World War II under the command of Captain Strong of the US Coast Guard. It was built as an American military weather station and staffed with 6 men. At the end of the war, the station was taken over by the Northeast Greenland Sledge Patrol as their new regional headquarters. Part of the station was built by material left behind at the German wartime station. Oh, I didn't know that the Germans had like a wartime station in Greenland. I had no idea about that. I suppose it makes sense because Germany occupied Denmark, so maybe they try to do something in Greenland as well. I got a little bit interesting about this, the Serious Dog Sled Patrol, which is like a Danish reconnaissance unit. This is their logo, looks pretty cool actually. The Serious Dog Sled Patrol, first known as Northeastern Greenland Sledge Patrol, was active in the summer of 1941 during World War II to conduct long-range reconnaissance patrol alongside northeast coast of Greenland, thereby preventing German presence there. Okay, so the Germans created weather stations alongside the Greenland's coast. I never knew this actually, and the Danish want to prevent that by creating this like reconnaissance unit to make sure there are no Germans there, bro. I never knew about this. Okay, so apparently the reason why they made these weather stations, the Germans, was to help them be able to predict the weather in the European theater, because that would help them out with their U-boats. Okay, so that kind of makes sense actually. The Serious Dog Sled Patrol discovered the German weather station Holsuge at the Hansa Bay and northeastern coast of Sabine Island, which was then destroyed by the United States Air Force, which bombed them from Iceland during the war. That's crazy. Apparently during the war, this unit, the sled unit, only suffered 1 casualty, 1 death during the entire war, and 2 people were captured by German forces. And apparently this organization is still going on to this day. And here is some type of like pictures of the equipment they were using. Springfield rifles from World War I, and they have some Glocks apparently. So apparently Hulsage was a weather station built by the Wehrmacht during World War II on occupied Greenland, when Denmark was occupied by Germany. I never knew about this. I never thought about this. You can see a cargo ship here. We have all of this. So I think we're gonna look around a little bit what it looks like here in town. Got all the ice. Imagine taking a cold plunge here. They should just build a sauna right here. This would be such a good place for a sauna. Come on, for real. This would be the craziest place to take a sauna ever with the boys. Look at all the dogs they got going, probably with like a dog sled they're using them. 4-wheeler. Okay, we got 3 more. Wait, they just spawned out of nowhere. What? Yeah, those Danish guys, they just spawned out of nowhere. This guy is looking like a boss. Okay, is there anything interesting up here we can look at? I mean, this also kind of looks like a research station. We're kind of stuck here. I can't really walk anymore. Where can I walk? Okay, if I go walk here. Okay, what's going on here? A cool house. It actually leads up to this mountain thing here up here. Maybe a good view. Okay. Oh, look. This is actually a really cool mountain range. Like, this is such a nice view. I mean, Greenland, what else can you do in Greenland but, like, fish in the ocean, drive around in, like, different types of, like, snow scooters and stuff, and, like, hike. I guess that's all you can do here. This street view, you see, it continues with boat all the way up to this place called Suckenberg. So we're gonna check that out. First of all, let's check out what it looks like in the boat, like in the middle of here. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this boat is going fast. Got some Danish fellas in this boat. Cool looking boat. Let's see what it looks like from the ocean here where we approached. Okay. Wait, what? I thought that was gonna end up in the boat, not in... Okay, I guess that's just alongside the shore. Okay, now we're in the boat. Here we have the motor. Got the fellas chilling here. And over here seems like there's some type of like bay. Yeah, look here, you can maybe drive in through the river to reach Suckenberg. Maybe, or maybe the harbor is more here. I don't know. We're now in Suckenberg. Oh, is that the Danish flag? I see. Okay, they got their clothes drying out. Look at these tents they got going here. Pretty cool. Man, this is such a cool, beautiful looking area. Whoa, not bad, not bad. I mean, this is what I'm saying, like in summer, Greenland isn't too bad. This looks pretty nice in summer. In winter, this is probably the worst thing ever. It's complete darkness and snow everywhere. But now it looks cool. Look, the Danish flag. Suckenberg, I think, is a research station, purely. And oh, look, there's an 8-wheeler. That's a 4-wheeler, that's an 8-wheeler. That's so cool. Oh, look at all of this oil barrels. And that's gas. That's stored up gas. I mean, I suppose that's basically necessary for your survival. Because there's nothing else to burn here. There's no like trees or anything. No fuel. Wait, is this inside of the house? Wait, no way. Hey, they got darts. Not bad. They got their shoes and everything. What is going on there? Okay, Suckenberg. Okay, bathroom. Oh, look, is this where they're eating? Okay. Okay, we're inside. Oh, we're inside of the kitchen. No way. Why not? Sure. This is pretty nice actually. This seems like there's their kitchen area. Here's another place we can go inside of. What goes on here? Okay, this is definitely some type of research station. It looks so just like cinematic to be here. Don't you agree? It's super cinematic. What goes on here? Oh! I found a cool map of Greenland. Here's a map of a polar bear, Greenland. Okay. Hey, I mean, this is like really nice. This is like very modern, muskox on it. Like, hey, not bad. And imagine, look at this view from like your house. I was trying to actually look what was going on inside of here in Suckenberg. So let's like follow whatever this road is. Probably someone driving here. Oh yeah, this is definitely some type of like research station. Like, look at this. We're like in the middle of northeastern Greenland National Park. It is actually really beautiful. I've said this so many times now, but I'm a bit surprised. Like, Greenland is a little bit underrated actually. This is nice. This doesn't even look too cold because this is probably in the middle of summer, to be fair. Like the grass is green and everything. Wow, okay. Sure, why not? Let's move a little bit further in. What goes on here? Okay. Oh, this is really cool. This doesn't even look like Greenland. This looks like Iceland. This actually looks like it lives up to its name. I mean, just look how green it is. It looks great. Ooh, I wonder if you could fish in this river. I wonder what the fishing situation is like in Greenland for like fly fishing. Like, could you catch like an Arctic shark? Wait, what is this? Wait, what? Is this like, oh, it's a bridge, I think. What? Can I walk? Is he climbing it? Bro's climbing it. It's going up. Oh, we're on the bridge. Let's go. He's holding his hand there on the side. Let's go. We're on top of some type of bridge. And I mean, I wonder if you're allowed to fish here, or if it's like, oh, it's a national park, you're not allowed to fish. I did not expect Suckenberg to be this cool. Let's just keep on moving in here and see what it looks like inside. Whoa! What? No way. Look how green it is here. Look, this is like, and you make excuses why you can't touch grass below the Arctic Circle. But even here in Greenland, you can touch grass. Look how much grass there is to touch. There is unlimited grass to touch. This is awesome. Wow, this is like such a cool like valley. It's just so open and there's grass everywhere. I haven't seen really this kind of terrain in Greenland actually. I don't think because I've been here on Google Earth quite some time looking at Greenland, but I haven't seen this level of terrain. This is really cool. Here's a weather station definitely. Oh, this is solar panels. Let's walk on this. There's some type of like wooden like a road we have to walk here. Probably because this is like, you can see it sinks down in some type of like mud and probably like a wetland beneath the grass, so you probably would get wet if you didn't walk on this like wood, I suppose. Cool, like this is awesome. Like this is such a cool location. Suckenberry goated confirmed. So I think what we're gonna do now, we're gonna continue this path into this massive fjord. I mean, just look at this thing. I mean, woo, like it's so huge, dude. Norway always brags about their big fjords, but look at this thing. I mean, what? We're on the whip. We got the Danish guy. Wait, does he have 2 motors? Am I seeing correct? Yeah, 2 motors, right? Is that 2 motor? Because here's the main motor, right? You can see that it is going underneath it, and this motor is out of the water. He has 2 motors. This is actually really smart. I mentioned this in a different video where I saw one guy in Greenland only having 1 motor. I would personally have 2 motors when doing something like this. And the reason why you have 2 motors is because 1 motor can be your backup motor in case of... If this motor somehow breaks and you can't fix it, I mean, you're kind of cooked if you only have 1 motor. So it's good to have 2, just in case. Imagine no one has probably sat their foot on top of this. Or this. Like, this is so in the middle of nowhere. No one lives here. No one has probably ever lived here. Yeah, the same crew seems like they stepped ashore now. They're walking somewhere. Where are they heading? Oh, there's a house here. Oh, alright. I see. We're literally right now in the middle of northeastern Greenland National Park. It's so cool. It's like if we continue deep enough into the fjord, we will finally reach a glacier. Yeah. Look at this valley or fjord or whatever. Oh yeah, that is the glacier. They're so deep in right now. I'm kind of jealous of these people. Like they have driven all the way in here. And yeah, you see here's like the muddy ground area. Here you see the kind of where the glacier is melting into it. Alright, that was really cool. But I think we have one spot left to look at today. And that is this place. Summit Camp. As you can see, it is the only place in Greenland which is like in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of this glacier. All people that live in Greenland almost exclusively live on like the west coast. This is where most people live. Yeah, it's a lot more hospitable terrain. Like this is like pure ice. This is just ice. There's nothing to eat. There's literally nothing here but ice. Summit Camp. Wow, this looks so crazy. Just look around the surrounding. There is nothing. It's just flat snow and ice. Okay, let's go in and look what Summit Camp is like. Dude walking here. Oh, guys, look, it's Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. Bigfoot confirmed on Iceland. Nah. Okay, nah, it's like, it's just a Danish person. It's easy to confuse a Danish person with Bigfoot, to be fair. And we got the Greenland flag. What are we on? Okay, we're working with a snowmobile. Cool. Or snow scooter, I guess the correct word is. Why can't we move forward? Dude, your snow scooter sucks. Can we move backwards? Yeah, we can. Let's go. Man, he is backing very fast with the snow scooter. Okay. 4 people lived here during winter. Because, you know, during summer, it's already tough now. Like, in summer, this already looks kind of miserable. But in winter, this must suck so bad. Imagine living here. Like, going outside must genuinely, like, be painful towards the skin just because it's so cold. Man, they got a nice whip at least. Like, living in, like, one of these containers. There's one of the houses here for the researchers. Summit Camp, also known as Summit Station, is a year-round staffed research station near the apex of Greenland's ice sheet. Yeah, so this is made essentially to research the massive ice sheet or the glacier right in the middle of all of Greenland, because the entire Greenland center is just like one massive block of ice essentially. Seems like the population of the station is typically 5 people in wintertime. Man, that must be horrible. 0 sunlight. Ridiculously cold. That must suck so bad. And here's a map where it's located, literally just in the middle. And here you see the borders of the national park, which I tried to draw myself. It was established in 1989. Seems like a bunch of Americans seems to have first established this. Man, just imagine how hard it must have been to build all of this. Like, you have to ship all the resources here and everything. There's some pictures of what it looks like in 1989. Basically, that's it. The biggest national park in the Arctic. Northeastern Greenland National Park. If you enjoyed this video, check out another geography video on this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.